The first item, that's public hearing, is a request for a use permit to allow the construction of an addition that will result in a floor area above the .55 guidelines, which is .62, for Section 12.200.030B2 of the San Bruno Municipal Code. And the applicant is Bob George, and staff report, please.
Thank you and good evening. As stated, the applicant has applied for a use permit to expand the existing single-family dwelling that exceeds the FAR guidelines. The subject site is located on the north side of Princeton Drive and is located on a 5,000 square foot lot. It is currently developed with a two-story single-family dwelling. The project calls for a 504 square foot addition to the rear of the existing two-story home. The first floor expansion will contain a new recreation room and a laundry room. There will also be a new hallway constructed to have the required internal circulation between the first and second story living areas. The second story expansion will include a new sunroom. That sunroom will be accessed by the dining room and through the master bedroom. The expansion will utilize stucco finish, which is consistent with the existing single-family dwelling, and will be painted to match the existing home. The sunroom will have a roof slope of 212, which matches the master bedroom roof slope as well, so you'll have consistent roof design throughout the project. The addition would result in an FAR of .62. However, overall staff finds that the addition is consistent with the existing single-family dwelling and the mass and the scale of the neighborhood. The addition is not visible from street view, as the addition is just confined to the rear of the lot and would not be visible from street view. The project also backs up to open space consisting of many large trees. The Architectural Review Committee reviewed the project and had one minor recommendation, and that was to make the addition a little bit more clear on the plans. The applicant has since revised the elevation, which can be found on page PD5. Overall, staff is supportive of the project and recommends that the Planning Commission approve use permit 09-028 based on findings of fact 1 through 6 and conditions of approval 1 through 23. I'm available for any questions that you may have.
Thank you. Does the commission have any questions from staff?
Through the chair.
Commissioner Peterson?
When I noticed the project had a floor area ratio larger than the zoning requirement, I looked at what the rationale was for permitting that, and the explanation was that it fit into the mass of the house. And did you also say that it was almost not visible from the street?
Correct. Yeah, from street view, the mass of the home wouldn't really be enlarged that much because it would not be visible from the street view. It's located in the rear of the dwelling. Okay. And it's consistent with the adjacent neighbors directly to the west.
Thank you very much.
East.
Are there any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll now open the public hearing, and if the applicant can please step forward and state your name, please, and a description of the project.
Good evening. My name is Robert S. George. I'm the architect on this project. My office is here in San Bruno. We have a substantial agreement. I've been working closely with staff over the development of this project. I wanted to point out a couple of other features, though, that are more of interest than are critical to the floor area ratio question we have here. The project takes up an existing deck that's been on the back of the house for quite some time. And in the interest of sustainability and the like, we've preserved most of the deck. The deck surface itself will come off. It's wood frame, but we're able to save the header and the columns and some parts of the footings in order to preserve it. We've also filled out the sustainability questionnaire in the back, the way you've mentioned it, requested it, and we'll have a tankless hot water heater to replace the tank type hot water heater. We're using engineered wood joists because they are stronger and more sustainable product. And if it's worthwhile, we might have fly ash in the concrete. Although there's not much concrete on this project, it may not be something worth pursuing, but we would also intend to specify formaldehyde-free insulation and drywall product that is covered with fiberglass rather than paper to resist mold development. This is a project that will provide a recreation room for, you wonder what's going on in a recreation room this small. It consists largely of a treadmill and a stair climber, that type of exercise equipment, as well as a larger, more generous laundry, a little more convenient, which will free up space in the garage for storage. I'd be happy to take any questions.
Does the Commission have any questions for the applicant? Thank you. Is there anyone else from the public who wishes to speak on this matter? Hearing none, we'll close the public comment and bring it back to Planning Commission discussion. Commissioner Peterson.
I asked the only question I had. It looks like the application is very much in order, so I recommend, I make a motion to the commission to approve use permit 9-28 based on findings of fact 1 through 6 and conditions of approval 1 through 23.
Second.
It's been moved and second to it's been moved and second for use permit 09-02. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There is a 10-day appeal process on this and before any action can take place. Thank you.